Hello and welcome to this Pilates class. Although this is suitable for absolutely anybody, it's particularly good for runners because I'm going to focus on working on our legs and lengthening and strengthening the muscles, particularly in our legs, as well as our core, which with Pilates we always work on our core. So what I want you to do first of all, as always, is think about what you're doing when you do the movements and really focus on the movement, and they're short, fluid movements rather than big sort of aerobic movements. Okay, so first of all I want you to make sure that your big toe, your little toe and your heel are firmly embedded in your mat or your carpet if you're working on carpet. As you can see, I'm doing this session outdoors because it's a gorgeous evening, so I may get some interruptions from Martha and you may get a little bit of bird noise or the odd dog bark, so do bear with me on that. So big toe, little toe and heel are firmly embedded. My knees are soft and now I'm going to get my spine into neutral. So I'm just going to turn the other way so that you can see what I do here. So to get into neutral spine, it means your bottom isn't sticking out and your hips aren't forward. Your hips and your pelvic bone are aligned, okay? So I'm just going to rock backwards and forwards a couple of times, and then somewhere in the middle is neutral. So I'm now in neutral spine. I'm now going to pull my tummy button in, sort of almost scoop my tummy button in, pull it in towards my spine and bring my shoulder blades down towards my back pocket. And this is the correct position for Pilates. So I'm using my core muscles now already. So just to turn around, we'll do a bit of a warm up first, okay? So we're going to warm up our arms, our shoulders, our feet, and we're going to do a couple of side reaches. So first of all, tummy button pulled in, remember, all the way through these exercises. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start using stretching our neck muscles. So if you just do right ear to right shoulder and back to the middle, we're going to do about 5 of these each side, left ear to left shoulder and back. We're starting to stretch the muscle that runs down the side here, and it's called the sternocleidomastoid. I probably haven't pronounced it right, but I know which muscle it is. Okay, so we're just stretching that. Really good for people that drive a lot or sit at computers, because we do tend to get a lot of strain on our neck when we're doing those types of jobs. To the right, back to the middle, and to the left, and back to the middle. And now we're just going to take that step further and we're going to look over our right shoulder. So you're not moving any of your body, you're just rotating your head, okay? And looking over each shoulder. And we're just getting our body ready for the exercise. That's what a warm-up is all about, really. Getting yourself into the right frame of mind. So still focus on those movements and focus on pulling your tummy button in towards your spine and maintaining your neutral spine. So one more either side, over your right shoulder. Okay, and then over your left shoulder. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our shoulders, and we're just going to move our shoulders. We're doing a shoulder roll backwards. Okay, so we're bringing our shoulders up towards our ear and just rolling them backwards, and then we're going to roll forwards. Okay, so now we're rolling our shoulder forwards just a few times. Okay. And then we're going to just put our hands on our shoulders and again do a few moves back. Just starting to move our arms now, our upper arms and forwards. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to go to some side reaches. So we're reaching down as far as you can go, don't push it, okay? You're just warming up, so you're warming up those muscles, and what we're doing now is we're stretching our oblique muscles which run down the side of our body here and down our waist. And as you stretch one, so I'm stretching the right hand side now and the left hand side is contracting. Okay, so just as far as you can go, and again trying to keep your body straight and your shoulder blades down so you're not leaning forwards, guys. And we'll do one more either side, and then we're going to do a couple of arm exercises just to start really warming us up. So now moving on to our arms. If you get yourself into a T position, we're going to do some arm circles. So try and switch on your arms. By that I mean make sure that you can feel the muscles and you're almost stretching your arms out. Okay, So let's do a few circles forward, and now we're going to do a few circles back. Okay, and then the next exercise we're going to do is really using the weight of your arms. Instead of having weights in your hands, using your arms to just push up and down. And again, switch on your arms, switch on your hands, switch on your fingers. Really try and stiffen your arms, okay, as we go up and down. And up and down. A couple more times. So this is a great exercise to do for your arms. And as I said, you don't actually need weights for this. So one more each side. And then bring your arms down. And now we're just going to step through our feet just to start getting our ankles working. Okay, so as I said at the beginning, not just for runners, for everybody, it's really good to get some strength in your ankles and some flexibility. And that's what we're doing here. We're just really stepping through our feet a few times. And then we're going to go into balance, a little bit of balance. So bear with me a second. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to just lift one leg. Now you don't have to lift it way up high, just lift it as high as you can. And if you want to put your arms out, if that gives you extra balance, fantastic. So if you lift your right leg, okay, and down, this is where it really helps to embed your heel, your big toe and your little toe in the mat. Now I've realised I'm not on a flat floor because I'm in the garden, so it's even tougher to balance here. Hopefully you're on a flat floor in your house or on a patio or somewhere like that. So just lift your right leg and down. This actually strengthens and lengthens as well as giving you balance. And we'll do one more either side, and then we're going to go into a standing squat. So as you can see, you know, really starting to work our legs here. And down. And then the left leg up. Just stand there for a couple of seconds. And down, fantastic. So our squat, now we're not going all the way down to the floor. A Pilates squat, you have your legs hip width apart, okay? Tummy button pulled in, shoulders down, so we're in neutral spine still. We're using our core muscles. And it's just as though we're going to sit down on a chair. So you can use your arms if you want to help you. So we're just going down a little bit, okay? We're not leaning forward, we're just keeping our back straight. Just as though you're sitting down on a stool, maybe a bar stool. And you'll really start to feel this in your glutes and your quad muscles as well. So we do a few more of these. Okay. One more. Doing a great job here. And then one more. I've just realised the dog's in the garden. I hope she's not having a wee or anything while you're watching her. And one more. Okay. This is really good for your legs and also for the muscles around your spine as you do those squats. So now what we're going to do to get ourselves down on the mat for our mat Pilates, we're going to roll down. So rolling down vertebrae by vertebrae, what you need to do is really just hang yourself forward, pop your head down, tuck your chin in but not too far. Imagine you've got a peach under your chin, so you don't want to squash that peach. And you just literally go down, down, all the way down to the floor. We can do 3 of these, guys. And then back up and up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Just look up slightly, pop the peach under your chin, tuck your chin under. As you go down, breathe in through your nose and then out as you carry on going down through your mouth. It's really good with Pilates to try and tie your breathing in with your movements. So I'm going to breathe in through my nose before I come up, and out as I'm coming up into a standing position, and then breathe in through your nose and out as you go down onto on the third roll down. Now on this third one we're going to stay down, so I want you to just grab hold of your elbows, and again you're using your body weight here, you don't need weights, and you're just going to hang there a little bit, maybe rock from side to side a little bit to get yourself down on your knees. So now we're going to go down onto our knees, hands and knees, and we're going to do something called cat-cow, which most of you will have seen at some point during your life, I would imagine, in some sort of exercise facility. So, hands under your shoulders, okay, legs hip width apart, and we're just going to come up. So bring your spine up into a C curve, and then drop it down so that you sort of exaggerate the curve in your spine and you're pushing your spine down, okay? You're still keeping your tummy button pulled in, and you're just looking at the front of your mat. Don't look up because that's strain on your neck. So up into cat, and down into cow, and then up into cat, and down into cow, and we're going to do one more of these, guys. So up into cat. So really stretch that back now and just hold it for a second, and then down into cow, and then pop your bottom towards your feet and take yourself into what we call child's pose. So it's easier if your knees are further apart for this exercise. It's actually a resting position. So my knees are quite far apart, my feet are touching, and I'm just going to put my arms out, stretch my arms and pop my head down and just rest. Okay, so now if you bring yourself up, we're going to go into a lying position, and we're going to do some exercises for our legs. So if you lie on your back, again, just rock backwards and forwards a couple of times to make sure you're in neutral spine. Pull your tummy button in, keep your shoulders relaxed. Okay, we're going to take one leg up in the air and we're going to point our knee out, and we're going to do some leg circles. Now, leg circles are not big circles, okay, and you are only moving your hips. The movement's coming from the hip, okay? So just tiny, you're just drawing a small O on the ceiling. Okay, so we're going to go one way. And if you point your toe, you'll really feel your muscles working and tightening up. And then we're going to go the other way. Okay, so a few more circles. Okay, don't forget your knees turned out, and then step that foot down. And then we take our other leg, your right leg, turn your knee out, point your toe, and do some small letter O's, some small leg circles. And you can see that I'm not moving, my body isn't moving, this movement's just coming from the hip, and I'm also keeping my left leg still. So don't be tempted to move that other leg around. Okay, just focus on using your core to keep your body still, and then the other way. Okay, so now if you take that leg down, what we're going to do now is some toe taps. So I want you to bring your left leg up and your right leg up. Okay, so again, they're just hip width apart, and you're just going to tap down. So with your left leg, tap and up, and your right leg, tap and up, and your left. So just carry on doing a few more of those. So we literally are just tapping down on the floor in front of you. It's really important here as well to make sure that your back is flat on the floor. Okay, there's no gap under your back, there's no arch. If there is, bring your knees slightly forward towards you to do your toe taps. Okay, another couple. And now we're going to do some heel taps. So now I want you to flex both feet, okay, and tap down with your heel. You will feel that you're using quite different muscles here. So flex that foot and send all the energy out throughout your heel. Perfect, doing a great job. Okay, a few more heel taps. And then we're going to go into the bridge. Okay, so right leg and left leg, and then pop both feet down on the floor. Okay, if you want, pull your legs into your chest and have a little rest if you need to. Okay, for a second. You can also just move around, move your the bottom of your spine around on the mat in a little circle, one way and another way. That's really good. Whenever you feel as though you've got a little bit of lower backache, that's a really lovely exercise to do. Okay, just relieves the pain or any pain in your lower back. It gives your back a massage. So feet down, and we're going to go up into bridge. So again, legs hip width apart, feet flat, toes facing forward, heel embedded into the mat. Okay, and if you need to use anything apart from your core to push you up into a bridge, just use your heels. So palms flat on the floor, okay, I'm not using my head or my neck here, and I'm just coming up. So I'm just starting to lift using my core muscles, pulling my body up into a bridge, vertebrae by vertebrae, as far up as you can go. And we just hang on there for a couple of seconds. Pull your bottom in, okay, so you're using your glutes here, and you'll really start to feel this working the top of your legs, your thighs, your bottom, your glutes, everything, your hamstrings. And then we're going back down. Okay, but slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Don't drop down from the bridge. We're going to do another 2 bridges, and on the third one we're going to use our arms as well. So again, start pushing up as far up as you can go in your bridge. If you can only go a little way, that's okay. Okay, Martha, go away. I did say at the beginning might get some interruptions, so sorry about that, guys. Stay up in your bridge for a second, and then come down vertebrae by vertebrae. Okay, and then we're going to go up into our third and final bridge. So just see if, pull your feet in towards your bottom a little bit more, and push up, and see if you can just go up a little bit higher, a tiny bit higher, not exactly onto your shoulders, but upper back. And then I want you to just lift your arms up and pump your arms. So we're going to do 30 of these. So 10, 20, 30. Okay, put your arms down. Take your back down vertebrae by vertebrae. Just pull your legs in for a second. Okay, your knees in towards your chest, and just give yourself a little rest. Okay, fantastic. So now we're going to roll over onto our tummy and do some exercises on our tummy. So I'm just going to move Martha, bear with me. Pip, Martha. Come on, move. So what we're going to do now on our tummy, I want you to pop your hands in front of you and almost have a diamond shape in between your index fingers and your thumbs. Okay, so elbows are out to the side. Okay, and we're going to do some leg kicks. So legs out straight, and we're just going to kick back towards our bottom. Okay, one leg at a time. So just a really good kick. Okay. So leg kicks are really good for, again, strengthening and lengthening your muscles. Okay, on each side. And then what we're going to do now is we just pop our forehead down on the mat, and I want you to take your right leg, okay, pop your hand around your toes or your foot and just pull it towards your bottom, and then take your left leg and do exactly the same. So both legs are being pulled towards your bottom. Okay, really good stretch for your legs. So just hold that. If you want, press your hips into your mat, and that will give you an even better stretch. Okay, so you'll definitely feel this. Oh, legs going down now, in the front of your thighs. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do some swimming. So here with swimming, what I want you to do is have your forehead on the floor, and we're just going to lift up our right arm and our left leg at the same time, and then we're going to do the other side, our left arm and our right leg. So head down. If you want to use a towel under your forehead for this, just to lift your head a little bit, that's absolutely fine. Just grab one. So first of all, what I'm doing is I'm lifting my right arm and left leg and down, and then my left arm and my right leg. So this is not only working your legs, but working your arms as well. One more. Right and left. And now left arm and right leg. And now we're going to go up onto our knees. Okay, and we're going to do some tabletop exercises. And again, this is for balance as well. So hands under our shoulders, legs hip width apart, back in neutral spine. So we're not doing a cat, we're not curling up and we're not dropping down, it's neutral spine. And just like swimming, we're going to lift our right arm and our left leg. And we're just looking slightly ahead. Don't look up because that's strain on your neck. And now your right arm and your left leg. And hold that for a couple of seconds. Make sure your tummy button's still pulled in, guys. And then just lean your bottom back onto your ankles, onto your heels, and just go back into child's pose and give yourself a couple of seconds rest. Okay, so now we're going to do some side exercises. So you can either have your arm flat out, you can pop a cushion between your arm and your head if that's easier, or you can bring your head up onto your elbow. If you bring your head up onto your elbow, make sure that your waist isn't dropping down onto your mat. Make sure that there's a bit of a gap there. Okay, legs straight out, and we're going to do some leg kicks. So top leg is coming all the way to the front and then back. Okay, and this doesn't seem like an awfully hard exercise, but again, it's lengthening and it's strengthening the muscles in your legs. So kick out and take it back. Kick out and take it back. Kick out and take it back. We're doing a couple more of those. Again, make sure your shoulders are relaxed and your shoulders away from your ear. Don't have your shoulder up towards your ear. Okay, and one more. And now we're going to do some arcs. So we're going to take our top leg up and we're just literally going to make an arc at the front and then over towards the back. Okay, just being aware all the time to keep your tummy button pulled in and keep your spine in neutral. As you might see, Martha keeps jumping on my mat, so I can't actually put my leg too far back, but you can at home. So one more arc, and that's it. And now I'm going to lie down on my arm, and I'm actually going to bring my top leg into a bent position, which is really good for strengthening and lengthening this muscle here, the piriformis. So I'm just doing a piriformis stretch. So my bottom leg is out straight and my top leg is bent over. Okay, if you can't feel a stretch, just bring that leg up slightly, bring the heel in towards you and make sure you're in neutral spine, and you should now feel that stretch. I can certainly feel it myself. Okay, so just lie there for a second and keep that stretch, and then we're going to go into the clam. Okay, so now bring both legs into a sitting position or a kneeling position. Take your heels up in the air, keep your heels together and just open and close, just like a clamshell or an oyster shell. Okay, really good hip opener this. So open and close, open and close. And of course, because we're keeping in neutral and we're keeping our tummy button pulled in, we are balanced and we're using our core muscles. So let's do a couple more clams. One more. Okay, and then we pop our legs down and go onto our back. What we're going to do now is some hamstring stretches. So I'm just going to lift one leg up. We will do the other side exercises in a minute. Okay, so just keep that leg up in the air. So my left leg is up in the air, my right leg is bent. I'm holding on. You can hold wherever is comfortable for you, but to really try and stretch that leg. So if you now breathe in through your nose and then breathe out as you pull that leg in slightly further, trying to keep your legs straight. Okay, so you can really feel a stretch down the hamstring. We're just holding that for a second, and I'm going to just pull it further a little bit. So breathe in and then out as you bring it towards you, as far as you can go. Okay, and as I always say, everything is individual in Pilates, so don't worry if you have a friend that can bring their leg all the way back and you can't, that's fine. So step that leg down and then bring your other leg up, okay? And again, we're doing exactly the same. So breathe in, and as you breathe out, bring the leg towards you. So, okay, starting to feel that now. Breathe in again and then out. And bring it again. Can feel that absolutely all the way down into my glutes and my piriformis. So it's a really, really good exercise. Okay. And then step that leg down. And we're now going to do scissors. So I want you to sort of roll yourself back as far as you can. If you can get onto your shoulders, fabulous. If you can't, it's fine, as long as you keep a flat back. We're going to do some scissors. So scissors are just crossing over. Okay, so for me, I'm going to try and roll back onto my shoulders a little bit. And I'm just crossing my legs. So let's do 10. 20. 30. And then bring yourself to a sitting up position, and we're going to do the other side. So lying on your other side now, as I said, arm flat, pillow under, or even up on your elbow is completely fine. It's up to you. And we'll do our side kicks first of all. So keep your tummy button pulled in, make sure you're in neutral spine so you haven't got your bottom sticking out or your hips. So you should be pretty well balanced, okay? You're not leaning forward. So use your hand as a tripod just to steady you. And we're just going to kick out. So I think we did about 7 or 8 of these, didn't we? 7, 8. And then we're going to go into, what do we go into next? I've completely lost it. Yeah, we just, Piriformis Stretch. So I'm going to lie flat for this actually. Bottom leg's flat out. Top leg is over, knee bent. I'm going to pull that up slightly and just so I can feel the stretch. It's just a nice easy stretch all the way down my side and into my bottom. And then we're going to go into clam. Okay, so with clam I'm coming back up because I find this more comfortable. Feet up in the air, heels together, and we're just opening up. So as I said earlier, really good hip opener and good for the inside of the thigh. Okay, because this muscle's actually working as it's opening and stretching. It's all about lengthening and stretching your muscles, really. There we go. A couple more clams. And then pop your heels down. So now what we're going to do is go back onto our back, and we're going to do some abdominal work. So hip width apart, you're just going to come up and you're going to touch the side of the leg opposite to the arm. So we're literally interlink your arms behind your head, just come up and touch the right hand side and back, and then the left hand side and back, the right hand side and back. We're just really using the muscles in the waist here and doing a really good twist to each side. Right hand side and back. Very aware that parts of my body is showing because my top's a little bit short, but never mind, hey ho. One more each side. Okay. And now what we're going to do is some roll-ups. So what I want you to do here, you can either have your legs bent or you can have your legs stretched out. It's completely up to you. And we're going to take our arms bit up behind our head, and we're going to breathe in to bring up our neck and our chest. Okay, we're not using our neck, we're using our core muscles, and then we're going to breathe out to come up. So, but we're stretching straight out in front. We're not touching our toes. Stretching straight out, so you're having a really good C curve to your spine here, and using the muscles in the spine and the core to help you up. So then we're going to go back. Slowly, 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 slowly. Breathe in. Let out as we come up. We're just going to do 5 of these, guys. So big stretch. Again, you'll feel this in your calves. And then back as we go back slowly, 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 slowly. Breathe in. Out as we come up. Arms sort of at the side of your ears. Perfect. And then back. And one more. I don't know if that's 4 or 5, but it doesn't really matter. If you want to do 5, that's absolutely fine. Okay. So now we're going to have our legs bent and we're going to do our bow and arrow movement. So hip width apart, arms out, and as you bring your right arm back, you look over your right shoulder. Okay, so again, a little twist to the waist, really good for the obliques. And then the left hand side. And then the right hand side. And if you're really pulling your tummy button in, guys, you will really feel this in your abs. Okay, be aware of your chin as well. Don't let your chin go to your chest. And the other side. We're going to do a couple more of these. So the right hand side. And the left hand side. And the right hand side. And we're going to finish on the left. And then the left. And now we just have a couple more exercises left to do before we do our cool down. So if we just take yourself back until you're lying again, and we can do some single leg kicks. So bring your left leg up and your right leg into a kneeling position almost. Okay, and then what I want you to do is put your hands around your left leg, hug that in and kick out your right leg. And then we're just simply going to swap legs. So 1, 2, 3. If you want to bring your head up, it makes it a little bit harder. That's fine. 7, 8. I'm getting cramp in my toe, which I often get. So if you do and you want to use your heel instead of your toe, then that's fine. A couple more of these. And then just hook your knees into your chest and give your spine a little roll. Okay, a little massage, which feels really good. So then I want you to just rock yourself up into sitting position, over onto your knees. And we're going to do a couple more cat cows. Okay, so pulling up into your cat, arching your back as though you're ready for a cat fight, and then back down, and then back up into cat. You're doing a fantastic job. And down. And one more up into cat, and then back down. And now I want you to tuck your toes under and literally take yourself into down dog. If you don't know what down dog is, it's literally keeping those toes tucked, standing up, getting your heels onto the floor as far as you can, and that's down dog. Keeping your shoulders down so they're not by your ears, and then just walk your hands back and bring yourself up into a standing position. And now just to finish off, we could just do a little bit of a cool down to take our body back down to our normal state, because if like me, your heart rate will be going a little bit. You've used your legs quite a lot and your abs. So what we're going to do now is some more shoulders. So literally just roll through your shoulders 4 or 5 times backwards, and now 4 or 5 times forwards. Nice and relaxing. Okay, a couple of arm movements, but literally with our waist. So we're going to just take our arms like a Russian dancer and just turn. So we're doing a little bit more exercise for our waist. And again, your hips are facing forward, so don't be tempted to move your whole body round. Okay. One more each side. And the other side. And then we're just going to step through our ankles, okay, which by now should be nicely lubricated, the joints and the muscles warmed up. Okay, and we're just going to do a couple of wrist circles because we haven't worked our hands. So if you just pop your arms out to the side and just like a scarecrow, well, a scarecrow doesn't move their hands, but just stand like a scarecrow in a T shape, wrists one way, wrists another way, okay, just to get those nicely moving. And then we're going to finish off. So all we're going to do now is we're just going to sweep down and up and down and up and down and up, and namaste. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.